Stand by for live feed in about 2 minutes or so. I have to go pee. I'll be right back. And we are live. I see the green light in front of me. That means we're on the air. How is everybody today? Happy Wednesday if you're living here in the Philippines. Happy Tuesday night if you're someplace else. Or maybe it could be later than that, right? I'm not sure how the world works. All depends on what direction it's spinning. We have a lot of stuff to go over today. I'm totally amazed. I do apologize. I uploaded the pizza video without putting in a number, but hey, it's okay. I'll do it on the next one. Um, by the way, speaking of that, are you guys interested in doing that? Continue to do that? Because the last two videos that I uploaded, I put numbers in and nobody contacted me for the win. So you folks, the last two videos you left 100 pesos each day on the table. And that would have bought at least a cup of coffee and quite possibly a Bavarian cream donut or a Boston cream donut from Dunkin' Donuts. Well, it probably would have been a stretch. You probably would have had to kick in a few pesos for that. By the way, I am kind of curious. What is the peso rate? It's up and down like a roller coaster, and I know last night when I checked, it was something like, I don't know. Actually, let me not guess. Let me look it up real quick, because the dollar is weakening, but it's going like this. Same thing, roller coaster ride. It strengthens, it weakens, and every time it weakens, of course, that means the peso goes up, and then it goes down, then it goes up, then it goes down, and so it affects the peso, the Philippine peso, that is. I imagine it affects all currencies. But let me look it up real quick. Let me look up what the dollar to peso exchange rate is. Not Mexican peso. That's going kind of nuts also. Oh, okay. I knew it was 55 something. 55.23 is where it's at today. So, I mean, what? I got dollars sitting over here someplace. I got a whole bunch of dollars. Looks like I'm going to have to wait before I trade them in for pesos, but there's nothing wrong with investing in currency and foreign currency. And that's kind of like what my strategy has been. As many of you know, I like the Philippine peso because we're married so closely to the US dollar. And so I invest in Philippine pesos, and the Philippines invests in me. Speaking of investments, it's not a good time after January 1st to be moving to Thailand for retirement while they implement that new tax law. And I hate to be the deliverer of crappy news, but if you are planning on going to Thailand for the purpose of retiring, I think you need to rethink your plan. I have yet to hear anybody talk about anything but the new tax law and how it's going to impact you. But no one except for Dan that I know of on YouTube has actually said the real reason why they're amending the tax law in Thailand is because they don't want you there, plain and simple. Because if they wanted you there, they would be doing something totally different. They would be incentivizing you via the tax code, right? They wouldn't be changing it in order to tax your pension or to tax capital gains. I don't know if many of you know this, especially if you're Filipino and you're going to travel to Thailand. But Thailand has this progressive tax code, tax law. The more money you make, the more taxes you pay. This is not the way it works in the Philippines. The United States and the Philippines were married, and so they have what do they call those tax treaties? They're called tax treaties, right? And so we're protected from tax. They won't tax our pension. They won't tax capital gains on houses that are sold in the United States. Nitban is in the house. Writer Adventures here. Lorraine Pajadas. Anime Reyes, a super fan, is in the house. Charmaine's here. Jaylyn. Crystal's Adventure. It's always an exciting adventure with Crystals. She won't deny it. So, Nitban, let me talk a little bit about this since you probably have some knowledge. All right. Nitban, let's talk about this only for a minute. I don't want to bore you because we're in the Philippines. We're not in Thailand. Megan, but if you're planning Megan Gomez of retiring in Thailand, or Tim Desiak, he probably wants to move. If you were going to move to Bangkok, Tim, they have a progressive tax, and there are many of the tax code so that all income is taxable in Thailand based on their progressive tax law. Let me explain simply how I understand it works. But Dan's always wrong. And besides that, he tells lies and half truths. So listen to this lie then. Let's say that you sell a house in the United States and you make buku money, but you're exempt from capital gains tax because you don't owe any money on the tax of the sale of the house because you live there the required amount of time. And so you get a skate on the appreciation of that house tax free. And you decide, now's a good time to retire to Thailand because I got buku money in my pocket. I have dollars, I've got baht, I've got pesos, I've got whatever I need to retire. And so I start packing up and moving to Thailand. I get there with my big money that I just made, my big money profit over to Thailand. And come tax time, Thailand says, "Hey, did you just bring a whole bunch of money into Thailand?" Yeah, I spent it over there. I bought a condo on the beach. I furnished it. I bought all this stuff. Aren't you happy to have me here? And they say, "Well, we are kind of glad that you're here. And we're even more happy because we get to tax you based on the money that you patriated into Thailand." And everybody goes, "What?" They go, "What? What is the tax?" Well, what's your income? How much did you bring in? And so that becomes so here, right? They don't in Thailand, they don't know the difference, or they're not identifying it, or they're not defining the differences between unearned and earned income. All the panic could be resolved, in my humble opinion. I'm not a tax guy. I don't play a tax accountant. I don't know anything about taxes except that I pay mine on time, by the way, and I owe every year. All right. It's better to owe, but you got to write that check right away when the taxes are due. All right. Uh, so here's how it works, right? They're going to tax you based on the money that you brought in, and they're going to identify that as being income. All the money going in there is going to be treated the same. So even though you could show them, hey, wait, I sold my house, I didn't have to pay capital gains, the Thai revenue collectors are going to say, we don't know nothing about capital gains anyway. It doesn't matter. If you didn't pay tax in the United States, you owe tax based on our progressive tax schematic. And so you will be taxed based on that income. Same thing with a pension. Same thing with anything except for this. The pension is already taxed in the United States. So let's say I decide, I decide to move to Thailand, right? We decide I got a pension, right? That pension is taxable in the United States. Let's say that I'm in the 15% or 20% tax bracket in the United States, which I believe I'm actually higher than that. I probably pay about 21 or 22% tax. Let's say that I have that income already taxed in the United States, and so I'm spending the money in Thailand, and I go to the tax collector's office, and he says, "Oh, yes, you paid 22% in the United States, but under our progressive tax schematic based on your income, you're in the 35% tax bracket." So they will take 22% that I've already paid, deducted from that 35%, and that is my tax obligation to Thailand. Hooray! Hooray! Uh, Rich Thai people who have foreign income used to keep that money offshore for a year. Yeah, but it's not really. Nitban, here's the whole thing. It's smoke and mirrors. It's smoke and mirrors. Because the way they're spinning it is they're saying we're trying to get a hold of all the foreign money, right? We're trying to tax that foreign money. But what they're really trying to do is keep Western culture off the land in the Thailand. What they're really trying to do is dissuade foreigners from going there and retiring there and establishing residence. Why are they trying to do that? The reason why they're trying to do it, and as far as I know, I'm the only person on YouTube saying this, it's simply because they don't want the encroachment of Western culture, and they don't want Westerners driving up the price of goods or services the way they have here in the Philippines. It's skyrocketing here. Everybody knows that. That's the Philippine tie-in. The tie-in is, many of you, you're very intelligent, and even when you're a little kid, you probably have the thought, so many foreigners are showing up, and all we see is rent and food costs and everything else, services going up, and Thailand simply doesn't want that on their shores. That's what I think it's all about. So there are many people that are trying to address this as being a tax problem, but it's not a tax problem. It is a foreigner moving and retiring in Thailand that's the problem. That's what they're trying to alleviate. They're not going to come out there and say that. Thai people are very nice. They go with the flow. They're not going to. They're not going to cause a rift. They're going to do it in a way that's the nicest way possible. Tax them, tax them out of the country. And so that's where it's at. I don't think that expats bring in much money to Thailand as a percentage of GDP, but I agree that Thai culture is very different. Well, you know what? We'll have to do some research on that. I'll have an answer for you by the next show. By tomorrow, I'll have an answer for you. I think it represents a larger percentage of GDP than you think in the band. And by tomorrow, we will have the answer for that, right? But I think the problem is going to be is that we won't find out until after the implementation of the first year of this new tax schematic, right? And so, but basically, you won't see. So here's the thing, folks. What I'm trying to tell you is you're not going to see uh, Starbucks, like McDonald's, and all these places that are moving into Thailand. They're hardly visited by Thai people. Thai people, they kind of go, why would I go in there and get an expensive $16 McMeal when I could get many meals to feed me and my family all week long for what it costs for one visit to McDonald's. I could eat and feed my family for the entire month, right? And so they don't look at McDonald's, those golden arches, and go, I need burger, right? I need a Big Mac. What they do is they walk past it. And the people you see there in the morning, especially at breakfast time and lunch, are the foreigners, the Western foreigners from Europe, Australia, the good old USA. And that's what you'll see in Thailand. For those of you that have been there, like Nitban, you probably already know this. Yeah, Tim, I don't think it's a good idea. I love the Philippines. Will the Philippines ever impose such a tax schematic? No, and hell no. No, they're adopting. We have a huge emerging middle class. They don't want to kill the middle class off. This is the USA East, don't you know? This is the USA East. That's what's going on here. Let's see. We got Hey Joe Buena Vista. Dreamin' is in the house. Hey Joe, dang white people screw everything up all the time. It's not white people per se. It's their money that's messing things up. It just so happens that you have a whole bunch of people, like 72 million people, all retiring all at once. And there's a mass exodus going on in certain states, the United States, and even leaving the country, and taking their money with them. Listen, I have a feeling that the United States is working on changing our own tax code that will make it even more difficult for people to leave the country. But why do people leave the United States and Australia and Europe and places like that? Well, we know why they're leaving Eastern Europe. Little Ukrainian joke there. I do apologize to my Ukrainian subscribers, especially if you're fighting age. I do apologize. That was a very bad joke. Flee for your life! They're lobbing bombs at us. I don't know anything about bombs. I was enjoying my life at the coffee shop this morning, and now I'm getting shot at just simply because of, oh my gosh. That is not a nice thing to say. Woo-wee. Anime says, hey, Joe, Buena Vista dreaming. Hey, Joe, what do you know? When you gonna move to bye-bye? That didn't rhyme. So let's see. There are a lot of rich Thai people who can afford those places. Of course, they can afford. Rich Thai people can afford to live anywhere they want. Rich Americans and Europeans can too. Folks, here's another prediction, right? The first year, they got to figure this out, because if it was not their intention to scare the foreigners away, then that's what occurs because of the new tax structure, the new schematic. Well, then they most likely will change it, but I'm not confident. I'm not optimistic because I'm a pessimist. I'm not optimistic that that's what their game is, folks. It doesn't really, from my perspective, right? It doesn't impact me. I'm not married to a Thai woman, and besides that, Mamini and I have talked about it. We have talked about, what just came to my mind while I'm doing this diatribe. What are the guys in Dumaguete that are planning on moving over to Thailand? Screw this Philippines. It's like a drippy faucet. You change the washer over and over again, and you can't stop the faucet from dripping. It's the drip, drip, drip of an STD. It's the drip, drip, drip of gonorrhea. I don't look at the Philippines at all like that, folks. I don't, but I haven't lived here for 7 years, pushing 7 years, like old dog, new tricks. And his wife, Baby May, They make a couple of visits. Of course, Paul has lived there in the past, but yeah, if you got the money to go over there and pay the taxes, or you don't fall in or bounce into that progressive tax system, party on. Go move over there. Enjoy your life the way you want to enjoy it. No critique from me. I made a very, very I made an observation, I gave you an opinion, what I think it's all about. They love you as a tourist. They want you to come in there. They want you to pay the entrance fees. By the way, the higher entrance fees for foreigners. Menge is here. They want you to go in there, spend money, buy as much Thai street food as you possibly can stomach and eat, right? Enjoy your life, become a YouTube superstar doing all kind of videos, and then they're going to tax you. That's all. But they want you to come in there really as a tourist. They don't really they appreciate you as a tourist more than they do as a resident. That's my own personal opinion. If you don't agree, that's okay. That's okay. But that's what I believe it's all about. Oh, of course, you're always going to have rich people, right? We're not talking about rich Thai people. We're talking about poor and middle class Europeans and Westerners who think they're rich people, and the Thais simply don't want them in their neighborhood, because they're too afraid that they're going to attempt to change Western culture. They don't need one more KFC in Bangkok. They don't need one more McDonald's in Chiang Mai. We got all the McDonald's we need. That's pretty much what the Thai government is communicating to the West. Listen, I could be totally wrong, but just keep in mind I'm right 99.9% of the time. Well, and the 9/10. So okay, it's okay. You don't agree with me. Go move to Thailand, Nitban, and tell me how you like it there. But the truth of the matter is, it makes more sense to do the to live different places around the world, Thailand included, where you don't become a tax resident of those countries that want to tax you to death. For example, right? My three countries that I would select would be uh, Thailand for 3 months. You won't become a tax resident in Thailand. Therefore, you will not have to file income tax. So I could spend 3 months in Thailand. I'll spend 9 days in Thailand, and then I would move to Malaysia. And you could spend 3 months in Malaysia on a tourist on arrival visa if you have a U.S. passport. Most passports, as a matter of fact, you get 3 months. You spend 3 months hanging around Penang, Kuala Lumpur, parts known and unknown, and then you leave the country and come back to home base and spend 6 months in the Philippines. It's all in the works, folks. It's all in the works. That makes more sense. But in Thailand, uh, under this new tax scheme, the way that I understand it, it's not going to be any good. It's going to chase the foreigners away. It's going to chase the foreigners away. And when you chase the foreigners away, you're going to chase the money away also. And so good on them that they were able to close the loophole to collect money from uh, the rich Thais who are trying to shield it from taxation. But the foreigners got caught up in it, and they can't do it. They won't get caught up in it. They live here in the Philippines because we have tax agreements with the United States. LV, 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 LV. You're number one, not number two. Don't ever change. Don't do it. Tim says he's never moving to Thailand. Never, ever, ever, ever. Never say never, though, because there might be one day where you say, the water faucet won't fix. It's too drippy. And then, like old dog, you and baby May will pay the extra taxes on the money that you're making, and you'll go over to Thailand. So what is considered to be income? Everything. Everything, savings account, sales on homes, pensions, earned income that's made on your computer while you're working for YouTube. Got you, Mark Weens. Mark Weens was probably already paying it though, because he's he's a restaurant owner in Thailand. Listen, I don't have to pay it. I wouldn't be in Thailand for any more than 3 months. I wouldn't be caught up underneath that tax. I don't even want to think about it. 3 months in Thailand and 3 months in Kuala Lumpur. And then if I don't want to go home to the Philippines, man, Minnie and I were enjoying traveling. We'll go to Vietnam for a month. We'll go to Cambodia for a month. We'll go hanging around. You know what the other problem is? So they're getting a little bit stricter on doing border runs, right? So that you can they call them visa runs. They're getting a little bit more stricter, especially if you're not flying out of the country, but you're driving. And so let's say you head south. Let's say that you go from Thailand all the way south. I don't know why you do it. And you cross the border into Malaysia. You hang out there for 24 hours, then you return back. Nope, you can't do it. You're going to end up getting in trouble. They will track you down. They will hunt you down, and they will give you at least a scolding, saying no, you cannot do that just for the sake of renewing your visa. That is against the law. And so now it's always been that way, but it has not been enforced. And so I would imagine that a whole bunch of changes are coming our way in terms of those types of things. You people in the West think that you're special. Get the hell out of my country. You, get the hell out of my country. I'm not special. I'm very humble. What are you talking about? I display that on a daily basis. My checks don't bounce. Which one of you has gotten a check from Dan that has bounced? Tell me that. Would you kick Dan out of your country? Do you love me or do you hate me? Or are you somewhere in between? Or do you just keep your mouth shut because my checks don't bounce? Maybe you do have an opinion that you don't want to express here about me. And maybe the reason is the reason that I said, because Dan's check don't bounce. Yeah, I thought that was one of the greatest movies of all time. But I don't remember much of it. See, that's because I watched the movie the first time, and then I forget about it after a few weeks, and then I go back and watch it the second time. I couldn't even tell you what event occurs of what sequence. You, though, I know, Nipan, are a movie watcher, and you could tell all the details about every show that you have ever seen in your entire life since you were an infant. So we already know that about you. Yes, the drip, drip, drip of Sir Dan. Yeah, it's like a leaky faucet. Why? Why do I put up with them? Nobody knows. I can't quite put my finger on it. Mini Snow is here. Mini Snow, what do you know? Prissy's here. Anime is still hanging in there with us. She does pretty much for most of the stream. And the interesting thing about Anime is that I have a sense. I don't know. She can give me details of every video, and so I know that even towards the end, and in the middle, and so that means she's probably watching them all, which I really appreciate. Most of you are only giving me 30 seconds, and then you're passing through. You're waving, though, at least, as you're passing through my video saying, hi, Dan, see you on the flip side, which I appreciate. It's better than nothing. Can you give me a little bit more love, folks? Can you give me, I'm a generous guy. Give me a little bit more love. Why don't you go into that video Wrecking Ball and watch that about 200 or 300 times for me? How about that? How about that? That's that short video I just posted this morning. It's getting no views. Apparently, nobody wants to watch a Filipina playing with balls. I mean, playing with colored balls. I do apologize. That did not come out the way that I thought it would. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to make any kind of racist or disparaging comment regarding plastic balls. Oh no, folks. So listen, here's the whole thing. Are you listening to me while I'm talking to you? What did I just say? Repeat it back to me, Crystals. What did I just say? John Zell, Jean God is in the house. Abby is here. Hi, Abby. I do appreciate your support. I really do. I may lose some support after today's live stream. I'm seeing people already vacate right now. Always right, though wrong, Sir Dan. Exactly. Never forget that. I'm right 99.9% of the time. Larice is here. Larice bringing gifts. Hello, Larice. Thank you for joining us. I know you have a busy day ahead of you. I appreciate you taking a few moments out of your busy schedule in order to attend today's live. In 2016, the number of retirees in Thailand was 68,300. If I assume now that the number is 100,000 and 2,500 per retiree, and consider the GDP of 500 billion, the percentage is 0.6%. Okay. All right. Thank you for that information. We appreciate it. Yeah, and that 0.06% of GDP is only part of it. You know, the other part of it is it's not just about the money, of course, it's about the importing of Western culture. Right, Nitman? Did I lose you on that? That it was that's the point that I was trying to make. More than the money, it's about the importing of Western culture. You know, the way they've done it here, you know. And so, hey, don't make me get too much into the whole Western culture thing because it might drive me to say something that people wouldn't be pleased to hear me say, particularly Westerners. But it doesn't matter, you know, because if you watch videos on YouTube, they're fleeing Dumageddon. Apparently, if you watch some of the naysayers, right? Who's that guy that says the truth about the Philippines? That guy's a moron. I don't like that guy. I don't watch his videos. I watch like two of them, right? And then I'm just kind of like, no. Ed Denoy saying Dan's an old hippie. Oh, I kind of like that characterization right there. Sports World is in the house. Hello, everybody in host. Welcome, Sports World. Welcome to my world. The world according to Dan. It's every Dan has a story. Yeah. Let's see. Tourism brings much more money. Yeah, they absolutely want tourists. They want you to go in there. They want you to pet, you know, and rub the Buddha's belly. They want you to go to visit every temple in Thailand. And then they want you to leave timely. Get the hell out. Don't overstay your visa. Don't make us come look for you so we have to throw you out of the country. So, Ed Denoy is in the house. All right, so let's see. Ed Denoy. So Ed being here is reminding me about Low Roller Scratcher, who never got back to me to talk about how his Bitcoin is doing. You know, his Bitcoin should be doing great because it went over 42,000 yesterday or day before. 42,000, and gold is going up, up, up in a way. Yes, we're going to draw, folks. We're going to draw for a winner. We're going to have mini draw for 300 peso winner. And plus, it's getting late now in December. And I've only got, you know, the new contest. All I want for Christmas is ... Listen, you guys and the mechanics, I keep getting questions about how many words, Dan. All right, this is my fault. I emphasize the word thing. But if it's more than 5 words, I guess let me characterize it this way. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth 4. So 4 or 5 or even 10 words, right? That's fine. but don't make me read an essay. This isn't an essay contest. I just want you to tell me the way it is, right? And you have to send that to me in messenger chat. You have to tell me what you want. All I want for Christmas is a pocket full of gold, a pocket full of gold. All I want for Christmas is you have to give me something, and then I will pick the top three. The winners will get first place, 1,500 pesos. Second place, 1,000 pesos. Third place, 500 pesos. But hey, I only have like 10 or 15 entries and they're all great. But if you guys don't put them in, if you wait to the last minute, I'm going to forget about you. You know why I'm going to forget about you? Because you made me wait to the last minute to record your entry. And, you know, you people who waited to the last minute last time on Stuffing the Pig, I swear to God, I'm just going to rip up your number this time. I'm just going to. Why did they wait till 5 minutes till closing time to tell me, you know, what they wanted to say? You know, I'm gonna rip it up. So there, take that. I better see 4 or 5 or 10 entries today after this live stream. Don't make me wait to the last minute. Why would you do that? I don't even see the point in it. I keep getting a whole bunch of questions, but nobody sends me an entry. What are the rules, Dan? What are the mechanics, Dan? The mechanics are this. Give me something. Even if it's one, give me one word. What? Nitban agrees with me on something. Okay. I appreciate that, Nitban. Most of the time we agree on things, I think. Moelma's here. James is in the house. Good morning, Moelma. How's everything in the cooking world? By the way, we're making popcorn today, and that'll be tomorrow's video. We have to go bye-bye. We have to go downtown, and we have to get some popcorn. And then we have to pop it up. People love the popcorn. They love seeing the popcorn videos. They don't like peanuts so much for some reason. I thought that whole shaking the jar and then opening the lid on it was brilliant. But nobody watched it. You guys don't like peanuts? I said peanuts. Oh my gosh. Wow. I saw a million people in Daisy Lynn. I didn't see Daisy Lynn here this morning. She's probably recovering from her birthday party hangover, but she had a ton of people. I was lurking in the background. I didn't chime in to say hello. I sent her a private message, happy birthday. But and I said I think on here on the video. Oh yeah, so let's move on now. Quit making me defend my position. Some of you are making me feel bad. All right, now let's talk about the accident. That's the first thing I want to talk about. Yeah, accident. So yes, this was scarier than I made it out in the video. And so when Rider Adventure, when you're there and a trike is turning over and you've got all this weight. So I'm on the end in the front, man, Minnie's on the inside, and then you have the trike driver. Loser. And no. I'm just having a little bit of fun. This was just a simple accident due to stupidity. But anyway, yeah, any moron could have seen this coming. But anyway, that's all right. I have nothing, you know, I'm not naming the trike driver. I'm not naming him. I did not even show his picture in the video. That's because everyone knows what happened. Because, you know, the word travels faster in the Philippines. Most Filipinos know this. Word travels fast. Oh my God, did you hear about the foreigner that got toppled over? It almost killed him in the trike. People die. That's my line, right? So anyway, what happened was, so it happens in slow motion. So listen, I take some of the responsibility. I should have known this. I'm the heaviest guy in the trike. When I saw the uneven pavement, you know, he hit it and at the same time I was thinking, oh, this isn't going to be good. We got to redistribute the weight. So we hit that uneven pavement at the same time, and I look around and I see that the passenger in the back and me were waiting this thing, and this guy, the driver weighed about what 90 pounds soaking wet. You can't. It was a small trike. It wasn't one of those deluxe limousine trikes. I keep telling Minnie, see, I keep violating my own rules because I just got through talking to Minnie about this. And I said, you know what? We cannot get in those small trikes. They're dangerous. I've said it like half a dozen times. And what does Dan do? Just like the van story, Dan gets in the trike. Dan gets in the small trike. Maybe it's because 4 or 5 of the larger ones that pass us by. I need a Bavarian cream donut or I'll get cranky as hell. I need my morning cup of coffee. We need to get to downtown Dunkin' Donuts. It didn't work out. So it topples over, right? It topples over, and my neck was hanging out. The roof was right here. My neck was hanging out. They have a safety grab bar on the inside that's rebar that's been welded to the side of the frame of the trike. Most of you who have been to the Philippines, if you're a foreigner, and of course every Filipina in here and Filipino knows that how these are built. And so I grabbed the grab bar, the emergency grab bar, the safety bar, and I pulled myself underneath the roof so that it wouldn't land on my neck. So if you could picture this, it's folding over, right? And my neck is hanging out there like, kill me, kill me, kill me, or at least give me a serious neck fracture. And then at the last minute, I grabbed the safety bar and I pulled myself under, lowering my head, and I just barely cleared it. It's you could see the dirt right here on the top of my hat. I barely cleared it as we hit the pavement, as we hit the concrete. Within seconds, there were 10 or 12 Filipinos, construction workers that were working on the road, and observers who dropped what they were doing and they ran over and they moved the cart enough. And once they got it about 12 or 15 inches, up, I crawled out from underneath there, Minnie behind me, and then we went, and then I said a few choice words to the driver, like "you stupid MF" or something like that. Anyway, it's not important. You shouldn't do that. I don't think he heard me. I don't think he heard me anyway, because I knew well enough to scamper away as quickly as possible. Because had I stayed there, Pacquiao Mertz is in the house. Hi, Pacquiao Mertz. Oh, by the way, if you haven't been in Pacquiao Mertz's channel, you need to get there. She's having a contest, right? Of course, I'm one of the sponsors of the contest. I like Pacquiao Mertz. I like Pacquiao Mertz very much. Of course, we've met. She's my kind of people. She's got a sense of humor that's sharp. Aileen Cruz, we've never met Aileen, but I'll bet you have a sharp sense of humor also. Anna May definitely does. We have met. Yoo-hoo. Yeah, she's sponsoring. You need to get over there, check her channel out. She's got the spreadsheet thing going. Every time you go in there and you attend, she's probably, I don't know how it's working. You're going to have to go get the mechanics, the rules from her, but I'll bet you it looked like when I was in there that every time you attend one of her live streams, you earn an entry, right? You earn an entry. People who do live in Thailand will just do a visa run, so they are not considered as residents. Though I was saying earlier, Tim, that they're gonna clamp down on that. We'll have to wait to see how it goes. It could be the other side of this is that they could have made a huge mistake by not allowing for these types of things in the law, and they will correct it once they see the foreigners are fleeing the country after the first 3 months. So if you have a mass exodus of Westerners and they're taking all their crap with them, including their money, and you notice it, then they might change their mind and say, why are all these, it might dawn on them that they've done something, they've done something that may or may not benefit their country. We just have to wait and see. I'm not sure how I would do it if my motivation were to, you know, curtail the influence of Western culture on the East or in Thailand. I'm not sure if I would have done it through taxation, is what I'm saying. I might have done it a different way. It seems like it seems like a rather complicated idea or way of trying to prevent foreigners from hanging around. But like I said, that was only my interpretation. Team salute from Pacquiao May. That's only my interpretation, that they don't want Westerners hanging around in there. It clogs everything up, clogs up things, clogs up the sewer system, Oh, are you headed this way? I love flying Japan Airlines. I don't know if that's who you're flying, but I like flying Japan Airlines. They are great. They do a great job. Tim, if one lives in Thailand for more than 180 days total in a calendar year, he will be considered a resident. So you can't just do a visa, run and get out of it. You can't go down there, get another visa, come back. It's 6 months of residency, and then you're considered a tax resident. Thank you, Nipan. Appreciate that. I should have thought of that. And Dawaman is here, waving at us. Do we have 30 people yet to draw? All right, so that takes care of the trike thing. So yeah, pardon the pun, but when you're in the Philippines and you're getting on a trike, you have to keep your head on a swivel. And thankfully, my head don't lose your head over rush hour traffic. Take a trike. Head over rush hour traffic. Take a trike in the Philippines. Oh my gosh. They wait until closing time to get discounts on Bavarian cream donuts. Hey, I'll take a day old Bavarian cream any day of the week. By the way, Mammy and I, like I said, we'll be headed downtown pretty soon, right after this live stream. And you guys all, if somebody shows up, Menge, if you show up in there, come by, say hello. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Megan Gomez is here. Artista Vlogs is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so we have 28 and we need 30 to draw. I want to talk a little bit more about the earthquake. All right, so you know how a lot of people go on YouTube and they do a lot of the clickbait stuff, right? And so you have a lot of people showing up on YouTube who are, how shall I put this? They're masters at clickbaiting. What? What did I just say? What? they're the master clickbaiter. Listen, try saying that 3 times real fast and see how that turns out. I'm not going to try it. They're becoming masters at baiting you. That's a better way of saying it. I was not trying to do that on the earthquake. Folks, just because you guys, some of you live in the north and you don't live down here where we do, in the south, folks, we're only 180 miles from the epicenter of the quakes. We got hit badly. This thing, it was like this. I got to tell you that it took hours for the dizzy spell to go away. It took hours for me to be able to stand upright. I'll never be able to stand upright again. Crystals, what's the matter with you? Crystals, what is the matter with you? Are we having fun yet here in the stream? Byron Day Barbaro is here. Morning, morning, morning. I thought you weren't going to show up today. Thought you told me I ain't showing up anymore, Dan, to your live streams. Oh, no, no, no. I was just joking. You know, Byron and I we're becoming the best of friends. Yeah, Pressy Manzanero is also becoming a very, very good friend. Mildred is in the house. Mildred is here. Ramir's birthday was yesterday. Happy, happy birthday. But I did say happy birthday on the video. And I also because Ramir and Mildred are great supporters of the channel. And so I really, really appreciate them. And so I responded, on Facebook. Yeah. I hate Facebook, by the way, folks. For me to go onto Facebook, I have to really gear up. I have to do yoga. I have to do yoga for at least a period of time before I venture onto Facebook. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, that's the truth. So anyway, I only shared it the way that it happened. And if I could take you around the house, it would be hard to see, but we have stress cracks everywhere, but not structural damage. And so I could totally see that we're going to have to do some repair work. And so it's all, they're just cracks in the finish coating. I'm not sure how deep they are. They weren't very wide. They were just very, you know, hairline fractures, is I guess what I want to say. They were hairline and they were surface. They weren't structural in any way. Zamy Zam is here. Zamy Zam, thanks for being here. Hello to you. Hello to you from Mildred. Good morning. Good morning. Michelle Lozada is here. Michelle, thanks so much for coming to the live. Do we have 30 people in here? Did we hit 30? Nidban is saying this is small price to pay for Duncan. Yes. Dad qualifies for the rolling trike Olympic finals and the earthquakes and the aftershocks. We had a 7.0 that's been downgraded to a 6.8 as an aftershock of a 7.6, which was downgraded to nothing, to a 7.6, I guess. It wasn't downgraded. Maybe it was to 7.5. I can't recall. But we had those earthquakes that we had to deal with. And we've been rocking and rolling since then. We've been getting 5.1. We've been getting, all kinds. Listen, I have to say this, folks, if you have a safe place inside the house to seek refuge, don't go running out in the street screaming down the road, earthquake, earthquake, everybody, we're having an earthquake. Trust me, they know. You don't have to go down the street trying to get everybody out of their house. I mean, I know that that's the way it's done here in the Philippines. But if you look at some of the news stories, some of the injured people from this quake were injured because they panicked and they started running as you're running out of the house, you're tripping over things. You're forgetting, there's a little Johnny's fire truck. You have to have your wits. You have to have your mind. You have to have everything. You have to be in control of everything. All right. And the only way to do that is to stay calm, look around, do an assessment, and then figure out what you're going to do. But you have to do it in a split second. And so I know where the safe places are in the house. Okay. And it just so happened that we were in one of the safest places in the house. I tried to explain that to Man Minnie. I don't want to interfere with Filipino tradition. If you're all good with going out in the highway, screaming and yelling, earthquake, earthquake, we're having an earthquake, and then a coconut hits you in the head and kills you, what am I going to do for you? What am I going to do to help you? Understand that that's where the majority of the injuries are going to take place. So I'm telling you, your CR is your best friend. Your CR is your best friend. So oh yeah, we'll be in Manila. We're gonna be coming through Manila again. And I love that place. I'm just one of the crazy expats that love big cities, and I love Manila. Manila is just so vibrant. There's so many things to do there, and so yeah, we'll be there. Or Cebu. I keep missing people in Cebu. Well, you guys don't want to come out and meet me. Who was in Cebu the last time? I'm busy. I don't want to go see. I don't want to. I don't have time to go meet Sir Dan. You know, Madeline is here. Madeline is in the house. Who else is here? All right. So the earthquakes, the trike. Uh, what else? What else do I have? We went north. We went. It has not slowed me down, though. It has not slowed Mammy and I down whatsoever. As you know, we went down Hilongos, and then we went north to Ormoc so we can get pizza. Oh, I know some of you have already asked me. Yeah, Dad. So you're trying to lead us on saying, do they or do they not have the best pizza on the island of Leyte? And I'd have to say that I'm a Shakey's fan. Because see, the reason is because they're foodies over there in Ormoc, and I'm not a foodie. I'm a blue collar guy. I'm a blue shirt collar guy. I'm not a foodie. I suppose that if I went and I savored every munchy little morsel, that I would have a very, very accurate assessment of the flavors blended together that makes this pizza the best pizza, the finest pizza pie in the entire Philippines. But, I'm a blue collar guy. I enjoy Domino's and Pizza Hut, and I love Shakey's Pizza, mainly because it's from Sacramento, California, where it was founded, our hometown. And so I like it. So when I get the owner, who's a very, very nice man, and obviously makes a very, very nice product, come over and he says, so this is whole wheat flour pizza with olive oil infused. Once he said the word infused, I was like, oh, we're getting an infusion today, man, Minnie. And so he was warning me in advance in the nicest way possible. This was a gourmet pizza place. And he realized by looking at me, maybe it was the way I was dressed, maybe it was the hat or the hole in my jeans, that I might not be the kind of customer that he's looking for, that's going to appreciate the whole wheat, olive oil infused pizza layered thinly in a thin crust layer. Does that answer your question for you about how much Dan enjoyed the pizza? But listen, if you're a foodie like Crystals is, if you're a foodie, Prissy Santos is here. Oh my goodness, Ed, what do you think of that? Are you a foodie? Yes, indeed, it's delicious. Ooh, but they have other things there. It's called Martinelli's Deli. They got bread. There's the most delicious bread that I've ever eaten. So they put things inside like cheese, real cheese, pizza cheese, and they put all kinds, and they make a delicious bread. Breads specialty breads that you would find in any fancy store. Um, Eastern European store in the United States. Yeah. He makes the bread and it is delicious. I had some last night. I had some raisin cinnamon bread that was spectacular and delicious. I had it both plain and I had it with peanut butter. There you go, crystals. These four up front are fake. No, they don't come out. No, no, no. They're permanent. They're not implants, they're caps. But anyway, wear full body armor when riding a trike. That's the only way to do it. Or at the very least, a helmet. But I'm not sure in this case, Nitband, that a helmet would have done me any good because it was coming here. I could just see my head rolling down the sidewalk. Oh, another foreigner loses his head over rush hour traffic. Charmaine is here. Hi, Charmaine. Oh, I guess Crystal's an Astro suit. Yeah, Crystal's is enjoying your comment. I had a feeling she would jump on it. See, the trike that Tim Desiak has, right? Yes, take it the other direction. See, the trike that Tim has, he has a private trike that I've ridden in, and it is very, very well made, and it is made out of light material. It's made out of, chrome piping and all this other stuff. It's a lighter version of a regular trike, commercial trike. It's a private trike, for crying out loud. He's got it all pimped out. Tim, do you consider yourself a pimp? I don't think you do. But he ain't playing. It's all chromed out. It's got fancy this, fancy that. And it's not going to kill you. And the reason why it's not going to, unless you get run over by a garbage truck. Yeah, it's not going to kill you because it doesn't weigh that much. It's not 500 or 600 pounds that would be sitting on your neck. It would be a couple hundred pounds at the most, and it would be hitting you at the waist. So, at the most, you would be decapitated at the waist. That's not a pretty sight either, is it? That's not a pretty characterization. The best thing to do is don't get into accidents. But accidents happen. They happen all the time in the Philippines. How many have I seen so far? A lot. I know we hit 30. We hit the 30 number. I saw it. We hit 30. Cha Ram is here. Folks, listen, the last couple of times in the videos, I put numbers in there, right? Cha Ram, you may have been one of them. I did not get any notifications from you. And I think one of them was Mildred the last couple of days. Your names were in there. But you have to notify me within like two hours of watching the video. You were in there. I think you were a winner. I'm not sure, but I think you were in there. Didn't your friends notify you saying, "Oh, you're in Dan's video. Go get your money." So Dan, you are still dizzy? Yeah, from the earthquake. I'm Dizzy Dan. That's how I got that name. Nicole is here. Good morning, Nicole. I appreciate Nicole so much. All of you that come into this chat and put up with me for at least an hour every day, you're truly deserving of my thanks and my money. Which one would you like? And in which order? So, listen, I think I've covered everything I wanted to say today. I've gotten most of the stuff off my chest. I'm not asking you, by the way, Nitband, I'm not asking you to agree with me about the Thailand thing. You're a very keen critical thinker. I'm not so good at critical thinking. I make it up as I go along. But for example, here's a prediction I'll make, right? And then you can prove that I'm not right 99.9% of the time when this prediction does not come true. But I smell a sell-off in the Dow and the stock market coming up soon. I smell it. I sense it. I feel it. Ooh, boy, do I feel it. That was a rude thing to say, wasn't it? I feel it down here on the backside, right? No. By the way, the earthquake did not create another crack. I'm the same person I was prior to the earthquake. Nothing was cracked. I don't have an extra crack. So anyway, where was I? Yeah, we have to draw. Let's draw. Let's draw. I haven't seen Larry here. Maybe Larry is still sick. I click dance. Use supporters. You know what? You only got something like 3K on that last interview or that last video. You're circling the drain, every man. At least I'm still growing. At least I'm still growing by like 160 subscribers a month. Look it up. And what are you doing? You know, you're not losing subscribers, but nobody's watching anymore. You know, at least my numbers are going up. You're circling the drain. You know, you and Tim K, you're in the same club. You guys keep going around the drain, round the drain, round the drain. Yeah. And I mean, you couldn't get more outrageous than the people that you're interviewing lately. But I still love you. I still love you. I just wonder how you're going to be able to survive on Social Security income alone. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're having a baby. So your Social Security income is going to go up quite a bit. Well, have another one. Yeah, have two. I think it's a great idea. You're improving people's lives every day. You know, well, the YouTube thing wasn't meant to last forever. I'm sure you know that. That's why you were working on that yacht idea. You know, I could appreciate that. I most certainly can. I understand where you were going with that. Every man you pay 3,500 for premium account, they ask you to sit in the toilet. Yeah, you know, I wondered about that because I didn't pay anywhere near that to get the exit seat on the plane. You know, it wasn't even $1,000 all in for man Minnie and I to do the whole round trip and then have the exit seats, you know, so we didn't have to do premium economy. We got it right there by the exit seats on that big bad Airbus, one of the finest planes in the sky. Not a fortress like the 747, but it's quite an aircraft. Smooth as silk, that Airbus 350. Yep, I wish they were still flying that 380, man. I'd be on that bad boy. 1,000 aftershocks. Can you believe it? Every time I get up out of the chair, I'm like, ugh, I'm feeling something, you know? Every time I get up off the chair, Nicole, I'm feeling something. Hey, now, make up your own jokes as we go along. Ramir is here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, and many more. How old are you now, Ramir? 50? Someone told me you're 50. I remember. It's amazing how I remember some things and then won't remember others. But no, I really don't know. I really don't know how old you are. I'm just kind of like ab-libbing the whole stream, you know. It was a reclining toilet. Yes, and it had a bidet. So he was sitting there with a big smile on his face the entire time. Everybody kept wondering why is that foreigner over there enjoying his flight so much, especially with those awfully long legs. Is he not a bit uncomfortable? But there he was. Every man repeats a story. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Go out and shout coconuts are falling. That would save people. That would save a few people's lives. Wouldn't it be ironic if today I'm walking around and all of a sudden a coconut just hits me right, you know, just hits me in the right part of the head, and then I end up coding out. Oh yes, oh yes. What nice things would you say about me, or would anybody say any nice things about me at my eulogy if I had one? Yeah, Dan, he came to the Philippines and he he came a loser and left a winner. I mean, what would you say? Oh, that is a good. We should do it that way. You know, we should have the coconut scale. That's a good idea, Nibban. I like the way you think. I have always liked the way you think. Shaky's good with those with Parkinson's. Anything becomes stable. Yeah, by the way, I've always thought about that. Every man repeats the story. I mean, what was Shaky Johnson doing in the Philippines anyway, and why did they call him Shaky? Why is Shaky's the number one pizza parlor in in the entire Philippines? No, maybe it's Pizza Hut. I'm not sure, but they have a lot of locations, and they have bunch of lunch here. They have bunch of lunch, and they have what do they call those potato things? Mojos or whatever they're called. The best invention ever. You know? And so I'm telling you, Man Minnie, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Man Minnie is here. She wants to pull a winner. Winner chicken dinners. Time to do it. Marcos is here. Three's Maria's channel is here. The Three Marias. I've been wondering when you were going to show up to the live stream. Chrissy, don't say that, please. What did she say? I want to go back and I want to look. Wait a minute. What did she say? I am a foodie, but my best friend's toilets benefits more of it. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh, we better get out of here, guys. We better get out of here. Emmeline is in the house. Did I see Emmeline? Emmeline! Done like. Anna's here. Ann Dowman. And Pacquiao Mertz hanging in there with us. All right. Let's see what Hey Joe has to say. Oh, you left and now you're back. All right. Welcome back. We're gonna draw now. I know I'm way behind in the stream. Wait, let me fire up my machine here. I gotta be in real time. This gets me a little bit closer. There you are. All right. I hope I don't create an echo. I'm lowering the volume. Let me go back into the chat here, live chat. Last entry was Emmeline. Emmeline, I see as being the last comment or emoji on the machine.
Everyone.
Oh, there she is. You're wearing your bling today. There's my baby wearing. There's my baby wearing her bling. All right. Shake it, baby. Shake it. Shake it, baby. Shake it. Shake it, baby. Shake it. Draw us a winner for 300 pesos.
First fallout.
Okay, we got. Oh, wait a minute. I can't even read that. What is that? Oh, okay. I got 84. 84. First call out. Must be present to win. Number 84 is. It's Knitband. No way.
Congratulations.
Knitband. Congratulations, Knitband. But you must say present. Where are you? Knitband, number 84. How did that happen? How did that happen? Knitband is the winner. How do you want that? How do you want me to send that to you? Do you want me to send it to you in dollars? Do you want me to send it to you in pesos? Do you want me to hang on the money until you visit the Philippines the next time? Knitband.
Yeah, just
I'm going to have to wait to see what his instructions. Congratulations, Knitband. Wow, one draw winner, man. When did that happen the last time? When did that happen? Yeah, he wins. All right, Knitband. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Knitband. Oh, Sir Lucas here. Congrats, Knitband. All right, Knitband and I, we'll figure out how to get the money to him. In the meantime, everybody, thank you for being. Please send it to. Okay, send it to Des. Des gets the 300 pesos with Knitband, compliments of Knitband. She could certainly use the money because she's paying for those medical expenses for her daughter. If you have a few extra ducats, you wouldn't mind sending them to Des. That would be greatly appreciated. She's getting 300 pesos today, right now in a couple seconds. Compliments of the winner today, Knitband. Thank you so much for putting up with me. Knitband, thank you so much for coming to the live. It's always fun. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your day, evening, night, early morning, whatever it may be. And yes, God bless us all. And thankfully, Man Minnie and Dan are still here to do the show. And Larry's not here today. I haven't seen him. Jerry's in the house. Jerry says hi. Thanks, Dan, Man Minnie, and everyone. Yes. God bless everyone, and we'll see you
Guys, have a good day.
on the next one. Bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
We're out in 5, 4,